What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man, Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let me start off by saying that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. Let me bring my people on here, man. What's up, Jen?
What's up? You got it. You got it.
You already know, man. You already know. What up, man?
What's going on with you, man? How y'all feeling on this Thursday? Our Friday.
You already know. You already know. What up, Mo?
What's up, Momo?
Look, they called you country, Mo. I said you still sound like Gary.
Hey, hold on. Time out. Gina, where y'all had it?
Oh yeah, I got to pass on the hat, bro.
Better yet, a better question is where your snitch hat is. She gonna tell Mo. She gonna get on here.
I got my snitch hat on.
Look.
I got my snitch hat on.
And go tell on live too. You could have told behind us.
Right? She didn't say wait. She didn't wait to afterwards.
You're a snitch.
I got your back, Mo. They call you country.
Yeah. That's what your mouth said.
I said Nashville, Tennessee. I said country. We're country at Nashville, Tennessee. That's all I said. Okay. She making it sound like I attacked you, man. I'm not. I didn't attack you. What up,
That's all love.
Anyway.
That's all love, man. I ain't tripping. I ain't gonna be arguing no 14 days.
Did Gina send you guys that? Did Gina send you guys that link?
Made it sound like he was talking over you, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, did Gina send you all that link? We ain't gonna talk about the link, but did she send y'all the link?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
What link?
That one we was talking about last night.
It is?
It's in the chat.
I was cracking up, dude. What? Don't play. All right, check
I'm
this
not.
out real quick. Man,
I even told you where to go.
Everybody go to April. God dog it. Rachel's new book, man. Okay, came out October 15th. Forged in Fire, man. That's the CEO of Life. Y'all go check her out, man. Look, shout out to the D Stark show, man. Look what he sent us, man. But we were at the.
Except I'm not in there.
Wait. I looked at that. I said, "Hold up for a minute. Hold up." I said, "Where's Gina?"
Right, Gina not in there.
We did the
I
live.
wasn't there that day.
They didn't even have me on the TV in the back.
Look, you should have told me to AI me in that picture.
Hey, Mo, they ain't even put us in the pictures in the background. You see that?
Ain't like that.
You see how they do it, Mo?
They could have put us on the flat screen in the background.
You see how they do it, Mo?
It was
Chris, he could have AI'd us in there.
Right,
okay,
exactly.
Gina, that was the picture that was taken. It was, and somebody did a caricature off of the picture. Okay, that's all it was. Right? So now, look, one more thing. Okay, people don't understand where this Distinguished Author Guild journey came from. Okay, man, but look, we've been doing this for a minute, man. For real.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Come on, man.
2020. Virtual.
Been doing it for a minute, right?
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I remember the first one.
Yeah.
I remember that first one. Yeah.
That was the one I had to stay.
That's what we were charging virtual. Yeah, we were charging virtual tickets for.
Yep. And who did we? Is that the one we had? Miss Arkansas and Ruby Tech.
Yeah.
All the way from Barbados.
Yeah.
I actually talked to Ruby Tech probably like a month and a half ago.
Wow.
It's crazy, right?
We blowing up out there.
We've been doing this for a minute, okay? Speaking of the Distinguished Authors Guild, man, it's coming up November the 10th. Doing our thing. What up, Rachel? Natalie Murphy, what's going on, y'all? It's coming up November the 10th, all right? And there's a plethora of authors that are coming out there, and it's going to be out there. It's going to be a great love fest.
Say that again.
Yeah.
Plethora.
I'm using words.
I'm going to jump up real quick, y'all. I have to turn my television down.
So
up,
Natalie, Natalie saw that my story that I put in the storyline and put all them Tesla trucks in there.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that?
No.
Yeah.
And it's like 50 of them just sitting there, man. Ain't nobody bought them bad boy. It's a few running around out there because out there in Franklin, it's the look at me, see me. And
everywhere you turn around in Vegas, you see one.
Yes,
I see a few of them here, but they look like garbage cans on wheels.
No, but I'm gonna have to show y'all. I'm gonna have to show y'all once we get off here. When they wrap them, they look beautiful. That's
what the dude wrap on.
Yeah, when they wrap them and put the rims on them.
Yeah, dude wrap one in blue.
They
on it. I mean, I was like,
yeah, they got.
But let's get to the show.
Yeah, they got.
Let's get to the show.
Go ahead.
Huh?
Let's get to the show. So tonight, man, we had the Distinguished Authors Guild had a virtual book fair last week, I think it was. All right, and everybody in there stood out, but this particular author stood out to me because she did a book about her son, and the book just caught my attention. All right, and they were just so happy with it. And then I was talking to her son, and he told me that he's a filmmaker, man. We're talking about cameras and all of that stuff, man. And I said, you know what? I bet they got a great story, okay? Because it's rare when, as a mother doing a book about her son, and the son ain't embarrassed. And Ma, stop! Don't do that, Ma. But I want to bring them on. This is Miss Patricia Wallace. What's going on, Patricia?
Hello.
Hey, Dr. Wallace.
All right.
Nice to see everyone.
Thank you for coming. Hey, this is her son, Jordan.
What's up,
Jordan? I'm going to call you Christopher the whole show.
It's all good. It's all good. Good to see y'all, man. I'm happy to be here.
Definitely, man. So welcome to the show. We appreciate you guys coming through and giving us a little time, all right? Talk about your story. Appreciate you.
Yes.
So, Patricia.
Yes.
You got your son right here. And again, if I was to write something about my son would be like, Dad, why? Stop? All right? But you wrote yours and successfully wrote yours about your son. I mean, what outside of him being your son, what made you want to do this?
To write the story specifically about him because he gave me so much material. And he just handed it to me on a silver platter. And that's, serious. And so I've always wanted to write, right? And I would write things down and just throughout my life since I was young. But when it came to a head where I'm like, I'm really going to get serious and put something together, it was around the time when Jordan was in kindergarten and just really, as I state in the book, just wanting to be a class clown and doing all kinds of craziness. So then I became more intentional about capturing the things that he was doing then. But of course, this is, he's well beyond kindergarten now. So it just kind of sat for a long time until I was ready, until the timing became right. But it was just something that I felt had to be said, because if it cracked me up, the stuff that he did, a lot of it was hilarious. Okay. And it wasn't just him. It was not just him. He was the one, of course, I focused on and I did, to your point, Gina, I did call him Christopher a lot too, because that's just, that was the character that would just stand out in my mind. But in addition to him doing the things that he was doing, I was a substitute teacher for 9 years for grades kindergarten through 5. And so there were a whole lot of antics going on there as well. Just things that would just make me laugh and very lighthearted. And as the kids are trying to find their way and learn the behavior and everything. And I just, it's all about how you look at things. And I just like to look at the humor in a lot of things. And then in addition to that, I helped out in the children's ministry at my church for pre-K through 2nd grade. And again, all of these antics from this age group just really stood out to me and resonated with me. And some of them were so common across the board that I felt like, okay, I have to capture this because it was drawing me in. And so I know if I'm interested, I'm not the only one. And so I just, when the time came to write it, Jordan was past grown and past, I think, being embarrassed. He's confident in himself. And when I brought it to him, he was all for it. He thought it was a great idea and he collaborated with me on it. And awesome. The only thing that I wanted to make sure that he was okay with, because when he was younger, he had to grow into his ears, and I wanted to make sure that his ears were prominent.
Why she saying that? Why she saying that?
You tell the whole world. Everybody on the internet know now.
But Jared,
Clarissa,
the girlfriend say, "What?" I didn't know that.
He was cool with it. So, but no, his level of confidence was fine by that time. So it's all in fun, and he knows, that the intent is lighthearted, to teach a lesson in a lighthearted way. So he understands that, and he's on board. He has been, and I'm thankful for that. My whole family has been on board, but it started with him. So, I'm grateful that he's all in.
All right, Dumbo, let me ask you a question.
That was then.
So, Jordan, I mean,
you're messing around, gonna snatch you up out that picture up there, Greg.
I know, right? y'all haven't seen him, okay?
Pull you down. Say what?
You haven't seen him, Mo. He definitely would snatch you up. All right, definitely. Okay. But he's so laid back, man. This guy's so laid back. It's
he seems like it.
Okay? But Jordan,
he was very laid back.
Jordan, you and she said you were grown when she started writing the book, okay? But what if? I mean, think back. What if you were young when she was writing that book? I mean, how would you have felt?
Honestly, probably the same. I think well, funny enough, like I've always known that like my mom is a gifted writer. She's always talked about just her aspirations to write. Like she said, she's subbed for a while, so she kind of put a lot of that on the back burner, like for us, So I think as excited as I am now, I probably would have been just as excited back then, because I know just like seeing her literally living the dream, and like getting her first book out and plans going. I feel like I feel like it's the excitement would be just the same. I think it would have been interesting seeing like if my younger self portrayed, on the pages, like that would have been kind of, funny as like a mirror. But yeah, now it's like as an adult, I think it's just appreciation, like for all she's done for us, and then kind of being able to, help and whatever she needs, and to keep pushing the story forward. And yeah, just literally probably as excited as she was, when she was, first getting everything started, and to see the journey, get to this point, it's a really happy feeling,
Absolutely, man. It's tremendous to have family support too, man, because sometimes you're doing stuff, and the family suffers, but your family supporting everything, Patricia. So that's a great thing.
Absolutely. And I don't take it lightly. And not just my husband and my children, but I'm talking family, my sisters, aunts and uncles, cousins, everyone it's all on board. Even when I sent the link out today, they were like, I'm in. And just the support when it came out, they were buying multiple copies. And so I'm thankful for that, just because they wanted to support me and they believe in what I'm doing, just me pursuing my gift. But also I come from a family of educators. And so they understand the importance of reading and children, having good books in their hands. And because one of my goals is to have it in as many public libraries, as many school libraries as possible. And so I have family members who are in the school systems, and they're all over that because they understand the need for good books and that you can never have too many. And so, yes, that's everything. That is everything. And it started way back from the support of my late parents, David and Ernestine Verser, who nurtured my love of reading and writing and didn't think it was crazy that I wanted to major in English in college. They were like, of course, that's what you're going to major in. That's what you do. And so just everything in me, just the atmosphere that I grew up in was always, nurturing for me to pursue my dream. And I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, and we're thankful for doing it too. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to know, I'm gonna go on and put it out there in the front of the beginning of the episode. With my name being Christopher, why did why did it why did the name Christopher come about when you were talking about Jordan?
Because that's his middle name.
And that's my middle name. I get it. Okay.
Yeah, that's his middle name. So I wanted to, it's
Right.
about him. So I wanted to stick to, him. But yeah, it's his middle name, Jordan.
Why did you choose the middle name though? Why not call it Jordan's Timeout?
Because everybody knew. Everybody would have known immediately.
It didn't resonate the same. I don't know. It just didn't. When Christopher's Timeouts just stood out to me for when you know how you just know this is the one. That's his given name, and I wanted to segue from that, but not too far. But yeah, I wanted to use his middle name.
You call me.
And the other part too.
That's right.
And the other part too is that only the real family members know his middle name too, right? It's not like a name that everybody calls him by, right?
Well, that's what he was just getting ready to talk about. Go ahead, Jordan.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I think honestly, like you probably call me like Christopher just as much as Jordan, and I think Christopher, so it kind of seeing you develop the story really felt like normal in a way. It wasn't like it's not a situation like where it's like, oh, nobody, like, you never call me Christopher. Like it was probably 50-50 between Christopher and Jordan. So really, it makes sense. Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I did call my kids by their middle names a lot, just because they have 3 names, and let's use them.
I never called my kids by their middle name. None of them.
That's how it was when I was growing up. Only family members and people that was close to me knew my middle name was Christopher.
Oh,
wow. If you knew me, you knew my middle name. If you didn't know me, like from school or whatever, you called me by my first name. So that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay. So now you have it displayed as B. Christopher Lane. So now did you switch what you go by now?
No. So my first name is Vernon. That's what the V is for.
Mm-hmm.
And my middle name is Christopher. But like I said, I had family members that didn't know my first name was Vernon because they called me Chris and Christopher so much. So
yeah.
And that's Mo Christopher, and my middle name is Christopher. Gina's middle name is Christopher as well.
We just got a house full of Christmas.
Cynthia says my family calls me by my middle name too. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So even though that you were English major or whatever, okay, what was the process like for you to get this book going?
Well, from the beginning, like I was saying earlier, I think I was always writing stuff down, like just impressions, just scenes that I would see if I'm riding the bus. I grew up in Chicago taking CTA. So, what the outside looks like on a snowy day, just things, and describing people and all of that. So I did that forever. But as far as getting to the point where I'm going to write this book about Christopher's Timeouts, and I had the title. I always had the title. Well, from when he, from kindergarten, not from before that, but he sparked that early on. But it was just a culmination of events happening. I'm writing more because I'd written down things that he was doing and just tucked it away. But I'm working. I lost my job not once but twice. 2020 through 2020 and through 2022, when the world shut down. And so one of the things my husband said to me was, well, maybe God has you in timeout because you need to finish Christopher's Timeouts. And so that resonated deeply with me because, I got his, he was like, what's holding you back? You're good here. Go handle your business. And so from there, I was still hemming and hawing. I started pulling it out and dusting off things and tightening the manuscript up. But then, okay, now what? What else do I do? I'm not, I wrote things in my career and, marketing and publishing things in that aspect. But personally, I wanted to self-publish. I knew that. But what does that look like? And so then comes this flyer being handed out at my church about a workshop called From Pen to Published, a journey to self-publishing. And so there, and, I was like, okay, I must sign up for this because when I looked on it, it was, it gave some snippets about how do you do it? What are the steps? That's exactly where I was at that time. So from there, I attended Natalie's workshop, Natalie R. Murphy, romance novelist extraordinaire. And then the way she broke it down, then I was able to take it. Yes, very shameless, because I'm serious. That's just, that's how it went down. And it was very, very helpful to me because she did it in a procedural manner. That's how I learned. And so I knew that was for me, that this was something that I needed to engage in. And I did. And then from there, just step by step by step. And that was last year, in April of last year, I believe. And I published Christopher's Timeouts this April. So within a year's time, that's during the time when I was serious about it, and it crossed the finish line.
Okay, that's God right there. Okay, it just
all the way. Yes,
fell into place. So that's a great thing. Okay, so Christopher,
Yeah,
Jordan.
Yes.
I don't know him like that. So Jordan, tell us about your timeouts. Okay, tell us what your mom wrote about you.
Well, yeah. So in the book itself, it's about like being in class, not being able to sit down and kind of just be obedient in class, and then just learning a lesson through his dreams, basically just kind of like how to behave, But I think in the grand scheme, that's kind of just like just a condensing of just being a rambunctious kid, I've always been active. Even now, I'm still, I still like to just move around, like do a lot of things. So, just kind of, a culmination of that. But also just tying in, lessons that are not only relevant to, Christopher in the book, but also to, young readers, who, read the book themselves. So, just seeing her capture both things, just a very realistic portrait of someone who just can't get it right in the classroom. And then also just it's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to be, rambunctious and time out forever. You just kind of got to work through things and learn. So I think it was, just a beautiful way for her to combine those things and tell a nice story.
Did you spare the ride, Mom?
What did he say?
Did you spare the ride? I'm asking your mother, did she spare the ride? Come on now.
That means yes.
Next question, please.
Next question.
That means yes.
Man, that's
he turned out very well, as did all my kids.
All right. I'll leave that alone.
It's a beautiful thing to see how he talks about his mom and how in the book. I love the way that support manifests itself. That's tremendous. So, I mean, I applaud you guys for that. Just that feeling that you're giving us in the audience. All right. Penny's asking just what I was going to ask. All right. Is there a film coming? And this goes to you, Jordan.
Right. Wait, Jordan never told everybody what he does, though.
Yeah. So I'm a filmmaker. I write, produce, and direct. The answer is yes. So up until this very moment, I'm in pre-production for my first feature-length film. So I've done a couple shorts. The last one I've done is currently like in the festival circuit. So right now I'm pre-production. I'm sure most people know like there's a huge difference between a feature length and a short film. So kind of just in the thick of the behemoth of a task it is to bring a 120-page script to life. So, I have an amazing crew. I have just an amazing support as well. And I'm excited.
You got our support here. When you're ready to drop that bad boy, let us know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you premiere it on here, man? We got you for real.
Hey, look, I definitely because I really appreciate it, man. I definitely will because I mean, as you all know, creating anything takes a lot of courage, really. Just to take the first step. I remember, like I talk about all the time with my girlfriend. I remember like just dreaming about being on a set, just anybody's set, So now that I'm able to literally run my own and look up at 40, 50 people, like, and kind of just tell them, hey, like, that's what we're gonna do to bring this thing to life. So it's a blessing, and yeah, I'm excited to take that leap from short films to feature length. So
yeah, that's
Now
that. That's that dream. That's that dream. See it and do it. You know.
The question really was: is there a film coming about Christopher's Timeouts? That's what the question was.
I mean, honestly, I'll say this because like. I love like the ideas my mom has, and it kind of seems like a perfect storm, right? So yeah, you know, if yeah, God willing, of course, you know, I would love to collaborate, and you know, because you know, taking something off the page and making it live action, that's you know, the next step for a lot of stories, a lot of books, you know.
Man, yeah, we've talked about it, so it's just a matter of bringing it to life to see what that entails.
Yeah, one of the good things, and it'll help what you both are doing in the long run is, like you just said, Jordan, taking pages or synopsis from the book and turning it into a short film or turning it into a sketch or skit and making it all line up that supports the book, that advertises the book, and it also gives you the opportunity to work on your craft with videoing and being a film director and all of that. So, and I mean, it works hand in hand. It's a whole lot of stuff that can be done from the book. So,
yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%. I agree.
And you know, an executive producer puts some money up to it or to your film. All right. So you need executive producers, man. There go Chris over there. I got a little money too. So, you know, I'm sitting here. We gotta, you know, barter black, man. We gotta support each other. Right?
Oh yeah.
Most setting up ATMs all over the country, man. You know, I mean, you know,
I'm still uniformed up. I came in here like, gotta get on the show. And you just plain clothes, man.
Yeah.
So, we're talking, everybody, with author Patricia Wallace. She's written this tremendous book. It's called Christopher's Timeouts, and her son Jordan, whose book is about. Let me ask you, Patricia. Is this is it classed as a children's book?
Oh yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Okay, so the story doesn't transcend into older people.
Well, adults can certainly be entertained by it because I throw in a few nuggets that only the parents can, you know, get whatever, because I realize that a lot of the parents will be reading the book to their kids. It's aimed at the kids group ages like from pre-K to like 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, even bigger, because a lot of the kids read to their younger siblings as well, and they enjoy it. And you know, so yes, it's a children's book for sure, but it's a book that can be, you know, appreciated by any age level. If you like a good story, and if you want to laugh and learn something, you know, in a humorous way, then definitely it's for you.
If you want to laugh at Jordan.
I think the way you're looking at it, Greg, is probably how parents can learn how to discipline when they have children that's rambunctious like that. Absolutely. I think that's the probably the point of view you were looking at.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe
I might give some tips, you know, to help with that. Parents need that sometimes.
And that's true. And that's like icing on the cake, because that wasn't my focus when I was doing it. But I've heard people say that as well, other parents. You know, I was just, from my perspective, just writing it down. And when you do that, you never know the many ways that it can resonate with people, ways beyond what you even imagine, you know, as you're just following what you're supposed to do. So, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. I have a question. Go ahead, Jay.
No, go ahead.
No, I just have a question for Jordan real quick. We know how your mom got into writing and all that. How did you get into film?
Yeah, so I've always loved movies. You know, it's a funny story. Like, so growing up, like I read a lot, you know, thanks to my mom's. You know, she yeah, like even because I always wasn't the biggest fan of reading, but I think instead of like forcing me to read just like the stereotypical stuff, she allowed me to, you know, just, okay, well, what do you like? You know, so I kind of found my way in as far as literature that way. So that was kind of always like, as far as just the beginnings of writing and understanding literature. As far as film goes, I have to give a shout out to my dad. We would go to the movies, literally anything, the superhero movies. I saw a lot of movies for the first time with him, and it's also a kind of funny story. I don't even think I've ever shared this before, but he was notorious for having these big loud speakers, surround sound, that he would watch the movies on. And on a Friday night, even though I had a bedtime, he was still watching movies. You could hear it through the house. So sometimes I would kind of
the only way to watch it.
Yeah. So sometimes I would kind of go down to the bottom of the stairs and just listen, listen to the action and the boom and the, so just kind of, I feel like that was a big part of me being able to see just visuals in my head, kind of hearing what was going on and just kind of imagining, okay, what is this? What is that? So yeah, I think just as I got older, watching a lot of movies, but in the back of my head, I always thought like I bet I could do this. I wonder what it would be like if I tried it. So so I went to undergrad, got my degree in psychology, which looking back on, I think helps me a lot with just developing characters, just like, just from the inside out. I think, just kind of peeling back those layers of why people do what they do and who we are and, all of that. So, but even till that point, I graduated and I was thinking, I think I just gotta just go for it, So me and my girlfriend, we literally packed up and moved out of California. We live right in the middle of Hollywood. So I applied to LA Film School, which is literally smack dab in Hollywood. I got in, and from there, kind of just organically, just doing little projects for class. And that's literally where I met like a few of my closest peers, like to this day. We just kind of build out from there, and and go from there. So that's kind of
That's crazy.
So what I'm gonna do? Oh, go ahead, Mo.
I say that's crazy how you follow your dream and you start to actually network, and that is a big key to following your dream. Networking and find out the people that are successful, what you want to do, and you joining in there and finding out how they got successful. That is a big part of it's a big part of making your dream come true.
One of the things.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, one of the things I want to tell Jordan, I'm gonna connect you with my guy. He's in California. He's actually Teddy Riley's nephew, but he's deep into the film industry. He's actually has a new character. I can't say the name of it, but he has a new character that's going to be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Wow.
And he's looking to try to do the Ryan Reynolds thing with that. And he's going to be looking for like directors and things like that. So I most definitely make sure after this is all over with, somehow I get your number so I can connect y'all two together.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, much appreciated. Yeah, definitely appreciate it.
And my son
that's what he does.
Okay.
Yeah. Also, my son he's applying for LA music, the LA school you go to now for engineering. He's applying for that. He's 19. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll say it's a great school, man. It's a great school. But go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say the thing I love, man, is that and I want to ask you the question, Jordan. There's a lot of people, and I'm not gonna lie, including myself, that call themselves filmmakers. We didn't get the training though. All right. What's the difference? What's the difference between getting that full training and getting out there with the cameras and just filming it? Is it Tubi to Netflix? I mean, what's your opinion?
Yeah, well, I'll say because funny enough, when I kind of really first started with my first kind of like short project, it was during the pandemic, so I kind of got a little taste of both. Because school, like the latter half of my curriculum was online, and they kind of told us not to shoot, just because it's not safe, which I understood. But me and my friends were like, we just got to shoot something, So kind of just from the school, I say you learn structure. You know what I mean? You have to know structure because you save time that way. If you're just going out trying to do anything, you might get it right, but it might take twice as long, 3 times as long. And filming is, the one thing you don't have is time. So
yes, sir.
Yeah. So I think learning structure and just how to do things efficiently, how to delegate things the right way. And like I said, my first short, it was just 3 of us. The one I have in the festival circuit now, it was 45 of us. So just learning how to take those small steps, wearing all those different hats, and then progressing. And just like I said, learning how to delegate and use that structure. But I will say the biggest thing I think, and this could be for creators in general, but endurance is like the most important thing. I think just mental and physical endurance. Like if you, whether it be writing a script, writing a book, having a long 15-hour shoot day, endurance I think is key, because no matter how good you are, if you can't keep up the momentum, it's kind of so yeah, I think just learning, like I said, just the structure from the school, but also getting that endurance from just running and gunning during COVID. I think both of those things kind of helped a lot.
Well said. Well said. Patricia, let me ask you this too. Have you ever thought about, or do you, with your book, do you go to schools or anything and read to the kids?
I haven't actually. I've had a few things that I'm in discussions with setting up, but I haven't done it exactly yet. But definitely that would be a part of it, because the book is set up that way, to be read to children, because I made it intentionally. I was very intentional about a lot of things. And from the cover, it's bright, it's colorful for a reason, to draw them in, to get their attention. And then what about Christopher's timeouts? He's sitting in that red timeout chair. What's going on with him? That makes you want to open it up. And then to read to the kids, absolutely, because going back to what I mentioned earlier, being a sub and just, volunteering at school, and at church, and at the schools for the Junior Great Books program, reading to the kids is so rewarding, and it's just a phenomenal experience, because you get to see their reactions to what's going on in the story. And if they're really excited, they want to raise their hands, they want to ask questions right then. And I think it's cool to do that, because they're in the moment, and they get so much more out of it, and that's all a part of the experience. So yes, absolutely. Definitely, because that's part of what I enjoy doing. It's just a matter of getting things, ducks in a row, lined up to get to that point. But absolutely, yes, that's part of the whole experience.
Jared must be the husband and the father, right?
Absolutely.
Okay,
he said proud father moment.
Proud dad.
That was proud dad moment. That was kind of a giveaway for that.
Yeah, that was kind of a. Also the last name was Wallace too.
Right. Yes, I did check out the last name. I'm like, okay, the last name.
The reason I said it, because he left off a proud husband moment as well. All right, y'all got to feel me on this. All right,
that's understood. That's understood.
Hey, Greg, you got to take notes. You see how she took up for her husband? It's understood.
No, won't be none.
I love it.
I said before, he's the one that told me you're in timeout for a reason. Handle your business. In all honesty, though, a lot of people don't have supportive spouses. And they look at it as a hobby or just some nonsense. But no, I didn't get that. So. Yeah, it's understood. He's got us both.
Hey, Jared's that guy. Hey, shout out to Jared.
I just found out who was giving the whoopings.
Because Jared, think about
he
this.
Gave time out. He gave the whoopings.
If Jared had been the man that he is, okay, none of this probably would have happened. All right. So shout out to Jared.
That's right.
Jared, what you got?
I wanted to ask Jordan, I almost called you Christopher too, but I'm gonna call you by your government name, your first government name. You went from Illinois to California?
Yeah. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry. So I went from Illinois, and then I was in St. Louis for a year, because where I went to school was kind of right on the edge, and St. Louis was like the closest major city. So that was kind of where I was like, me and my girlfriend wanted to live in a big city, but funny enough, that was like, we were kind of thinking, this isn't big enough, and I think that's where we started to think, what could we do and where could we go? And that's really kind of where my idea to really go, jump to being a filmmaker kind of festered, So yeah.
That wasn't a culture shock for you?
I think it was. I will say there's very few feelings that I've had that rival arriving in California for the first time.
Everybody saying hi. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Yeah.
But I believe probably the biggest one was when he got to Hollywood. He was like, "Wait, hold on, this is Hollywood?"
Yeah,
right.
Dirt all over the place.
It's just this big sign right here. That's it.
What's funny? Where we lived at, we were literally probably 200 feet from Hollywood Boulevard. We stayed on Hollywood and Wilcox, so right in the thick of it. But I think the thing for me that was kind of the most intriguing part was that I was there like on a mission. I wasn't there to kind of, I was there to enjoy California, and see everything and see what it was like, but also, like how do I become
work in?
Yeah, how do I put the work in? Where do I got to go? And I think that's kind of where the school came in. Just kind of starting up with that baseline, with that structure, and but yeah, like it was going from St. Louis to California was a huge kind of like difference as far as like scenery and and just everything.
Now, did the sister make a premiere in the book?
Clarissa?
Pardon? I didn't hear that.
Did she make a premiere in the book, Clarissa?
Stay tuned.
I'm not giving anything away.
And that was going to be a question for me too, as well, because you got 2 other kids, right?
Absolutely.
So how did they? I see you saying stay tuned now, okay? But how did they feel about you picking? Is he the oldest? Is Jordan the oldest?
Oh yeah, he's the oldest. So this happened before they were even, thought of, whatever. Okay. So that's where it was born. Okay. But in the meantime, they came into it being, and they have their things, and Christopher's world expanded. So there's material there to see what that looks like.
I'm gonna say this, man, and Jordan, you setting a tremendous example, bro. For real, you are setting a tremendous example, man. I'm so proud of you too. Hey, Jared, let me get a little pride in here too, man. So I'm so proud of you too, bro.
I appreciate it.
Well, one of the things that y'all have as what I see as a mother and son team right now, but it seems like the whole family, y'all really have your own production team right there. Writing with the mom, you have film. I know probably the other family members have ideas that they can bring to the table also. And that's pretty much how the Wayans got started. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Wayans family got started. Keenan made sure he went out and became successful and brought Damon with him, and then they brought all the other family and made one core of a family to bring to the movie industry. That was missing, actually. That was missing from the movie industry too. So I see a lot of potential and a lot of highs from here between what y'all doing and everything that's going on with you all right now.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it, man. I think I definitely appreciate it. I think it's funny because even like I said, my dad, he's a very visionary person as well. So both myself and my mom, if we have artwork that we need, like this is missing something, what do you think? He'll take a look at it and point us in the right direction. So he's I owe all of my creativity. Like I said it before, I owe all my creativity to them both. So I quite literally wouldn't be doing what I'm doing without them. So like you said, it's definitely being in the family that's very creative is definitely a plus.
Jordan, you said that you have a short film already out, right?
Yeah, so I have. So my most recent one is in the festival circuit. So as soon as I'm kind of done with that, I'm actually gonna, I'm probably gonna release it on YouTube and stuff like that. But I'm actually in the process of building my own website, just to kind of have like a a one-stop shop to build off on. But yeah, I mean, I definitely once my most recent short is kind of done with the festival run and everything, that's when I'll be able to put it out there to the public and everything. And
let us know, man. Let us know so we can direct people to it. Seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but my mom's seen it. Like, so I had a screening like for my close friends and family. I also had one in California for all the cast and crew, and it's I mean, I'm very proud of it. So yeah, I'll definitely get to see y'all, live it as soon as possible. So
for sure, most definitely. Hey man, we should have had Jared on here too. That's an amazing story in itself. Okay, shout out to you, Jared, for real, man. I'm proud of you, brother, for real. Because there's not a lot of when we're trying to do this. I've been in entertainment for about 30 years. Chris been in there about 20-something years. Gina doing his books. Mo been out there about the same as me. We don't get a lot of total support. You know what I mean? Yeah. We get support here, support there, and it's garnered as we go along.
Very
man, I'm telling you, this is just a feel-good story right here. Honestly, man, it's a feel-good story. I'm proud of the whole family. and man, you guys are really inspiring me, and I'm quite sure a lot of the supporters as well. So shout out to you guys, man, for real. Because this. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead, G. No, go ahead, G. Finish.
Good. Go ahead. This is good. That was the last word.
For Patricia, I have a question for you, real quick. Is Christopher's Timeout the first book, or is it another one? Is this the first one?
This is my first one. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Okay.
That's amazing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because I mean, like even what I said before, even like I was telling Jordan, take the book, you can either make animated skits or make real life skits, and make a YouTube channel, and then after that, you can actually build everything up, and then soon after that, you monetize on YouTube, and then it's paying for itself after that.
Right.
Yeah.
You already got the sale.
I think he got that plan in his head already, man. He got a plan.
I see the wheels turning.
That guy right there will manifest the plan.
The only reason I said that because it's a family-oriented thing, Patricia. You don't have to go out to look to pay nobody to do it for you. You got somebody in the family that can do it for you.
That's true. That's true. Great ideas. Great ideas. I appreciate that. And yes, we've discussed it. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Not to mention, you don't have to go out and have it illustrated or the cells built, because the cells are already built basically into the book from page to page.
Yeah.
I mean, you broke it down in chapters and everything if you got chapters in there. So, I mean, you got plenty of material. You just got to do it.
Yes.
I got to put Jordan on to Katina Fields. Got to mention that's my publicist. Okay, she's got to be well. She got a wealth. She got a wealth of clients. Okay, and she's out there in California. All right. So I got to put you on her. Okay. Desiree Lee Brockington. She's not my PA, but she is a great PA. She's actually on the Grammy board, and she's out there too, man. I'm just going to put your name to all of them for real, man.
I definitely appreciate it. Networking is everything. Of course. I definitely appreciate it.
Yeah, and another thing, Katina, she does a lot of networking events out in California.
Oh, man,
you be able to rub shoulders, shake hands with the who's who of not even California, of LA, because LA is its own state inside of California.
Right. Yeah. And I was one of her first clients, all right, but she got everybody on there now. But that's another story. That's another story. Okay.
Yeah.
The story today is about Christopher's Timeouts. The author Patricia Wallace, Jordan Wallace over there, man. Hey, man, we appreciate you guys coming to the show and hanging out with us for real.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you guys for having us for real. We appreciate it. We don't take it lightly at all. We don't.
I have one more quick question. Now, with me looking at the background, who did the illustration for the book?
It wasn't. No, he did it. He did it. I did ask him, if he was interested, but he felt like, what we were looking at, somebody else, needed to do it. But he did have first rights and privileges if he wanted it. I hired an illustrator on Fiverr to do it, to create the vision that I had in mind. So that's who did it. Yes.
Okay.
The first right to refusal.
Pardon?
Gave him the first right to refusal.
Yes.
I think,
but I mean, he still had creative. He had creative. He was definitely one of him and my husband were my two, prominent creative advisors for sure.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing too is like, it's the first book, but like, you're gonna do it for real. You know what I mean? So let's, get somebody's experience making like, like book covers and everything. So I think, obviously it turned out great. So, but yeah.
Hey man, you guys are a tremendous family, man. We appreciate you. Want to say something else, Chris?
No, I just wanted to say, I love the way y'all did it, but me personally, I probably would have did it myself. Just to see, to know how it's supposed to be done. So when I hire someone, like I do that all the time, like artists, they always ask me to manage them. I said, no, you manage yourself. So when you get too busy to do it, you can hire someone and you know what they're supposed to be doing, and they're not just telling you, yo, I'm doing this, I'm doing that.
Right.
And you gotta chase them down to get everything done for you. But yeah, no, I like the way y'all did everything. That's great.
The beauty part for me is that they was a family, man, and that family had family input, and the love was tremendous, man, and the support. So, man, proud of you, you guys, the whole family. I see the family turned out on here too. Okay.
Yes. But, our support, our family support is real. It is real. Outside of the household, I mean, yes, it's real. And I'm thankful for it. You know, thank you.
They showed up. I appreciate you guys.
Yes.
Any of you guys want to come on and talk? Come on, this is what we do, talk show. We don't have to have celebrities on here all the time because you guys are celebrities as well, all right? The stories and the journeys that you guys go through, man, people don't understand. You don't just pop up here and do this, all right? You can't. It's a lot. You got to go through a lot of stuff, okay? And you guys are examples, man. So we appreciate you coming to the show. Jordan, Patricia, we always at the end of the show, man, we go through all around and let everybody say what they got to say. I don't think we've done that in a while, okay? But we're going to start it back, all right? Jordan, final word?
Well, I mean, so two things. First, I want to say, thank you all for having us. This is it's been great. I know we both definitely appreciate it. You all have a great platform, and it's been fun. And so second thing is just just congrats again to my mom. Getting your first book done. Being here to talk about it, seeing how well it's doing, and so I know how excited you are about it. We're all just as excited as you are. So. Just congrats again to you, and just in general, thank you for having me. I'm glad to be here.
Absolutely, Patricia, you want to say something?
Yes, I want to say also mirroring what Jordan said. Thank you all here for having us on the show because we don't take that lightly. And just to anyone else who is interested in being any aspiring author out there, just do it. Just do it. Take that inspiration, take your perseverance, and run with it because it's in you for a reason. So don't take it lightly because there's people out there who want to hear what only you can say. And those were part of the things that I started telling myself as I was, gaining traction to go forward and make this really happen. So just, take your inspiration and move with it because there's people out there who could certainly benefit from it. So don't take it lightly, the gift that you have inside of you.
Man, great words. Well said. Mo.
Woo, man, I'm digging this whole dynamic. The family and everything coming in together. You can see the love and you can feel the love. It's a beautiful thing. And what I hope, I know y'all gonna have successes. What I hope is that continued glue. You know what I'm saying? That keeps y'all together and doing what y'all do successfully. And I love y'all doing. Thanks for coming by.
For sure.
I basically. Regurgitate what everyone else just said, what Mo just said. We need to do more like this, family oriented, jobs, careers, working together, making the dream come true for Wallace Entertainment. I just want to have percent.
No, that's right.
Have to say it. Carry it on out.
No,
you heard it here first.
Right. But Jordan, if you ever in Vegas, man, get my number from Greg. Hit me up, man. I do a lot of stuff entertainment wise out here in Vegas and in California. So I'm gonna plug you with my people. Just get my info from Greg, and I'll put you in the right position.
Yeah, definitely will.
All right.
That's what's. I appreciate that, Chris. Gina?
Yep.
Whatever you did, Patricia and Jared, you did a good job. Look at them now.
All righty. Yes. To God be the glory.
But you know what? If you guys want to meet Arthur Wallace, and I believe Jared is going to be there. If you want to meet her in person, if you want to meet Jordan in person, come out to the Distinguished Authors Guild. She is a nominee. She'll be out there on November 10th. And here's how to get your tickets.
Chicago in Northwest Indiana. Get ready for an epic night to remember. We are honoring the past and awarding the future. The Distinguished Authors Guild presents its 5th annual Literary Award Show and VIP Gala, Sunday, November 10th at Theater 47, 350 Victory Drive in Park Forest, Illinois. Proceeds from ticket sales go towards scholarships for first-year creative writing college students. This is a black tie event. Purchase your tickets now at eventbrite.com, keyword Distinguished Authors Guild. For more information, call 219 219-742-4305. That's 219-742-4305. And remember, everything that glitters is gold.
Yes.
All righty. Exciting. Can't wait.
Yes. The Distinguished Authors Guild is November the 10th. Okay. I'm gonna try this again, Gina. I just want to keep it going. Okay. We want to make sure also with the Distinguished Authors Guild that we're giving scholarships to deserving freshman students. All right, who come in. We want to give some incidentals, some paper, we're not going to give everything to them. Okay, we want to try to get them something. Okay, we're asking people to $1, $5. It doesn't make a difference. All right, because 1,000 people send $1. That's $1,000 to them. Okay, send it to that, man. Okay, make it happen. All right, just do it really quick. Make it happen. We're gonna definitely bless these kids with something so that they can at least have a little something that they can do something. Plus the fact that we're showing them that we believe in them. We believe that they are doing the right things by going to college and doing their thing. All right, so Cash App, and this is going to go on for another year, okay? Because we're going to make sure at the end of the day we're going to make sure that these kids have something extra. All right, so thank you guys for those that have done it. I can't even get this off of here, but those that have done it, those that haven't done it, come on and hang out with us. All right. I want to say too, man, that it's like I said, it's a beautiful thing to be able to live your dream, but it's an even more beautiful thing to have the support and love of your family and friends. It makes it all better, and even though it's a hard journey, it makes that journey easier. You guys are an example of a family that prays together, stays together, and supports each other. So. Man, shout out, man. I want to be a Wallace. Damn.
Team Wallace.
They'll all be at the Distinguished Authors Guild.
They sure will.
And we're gonna get you. We got to have a certificate. So somebody y'all want to be on the Wallace team? I get the little certificate. Man, we got you here watching that little badge. I'm Wallace.
I'm about to go down my family tree and see if I'm related.
I know. Right? Dang.
Hey,
y'all
one last thing I want to say. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they couldn't be related to Ben Wallace because he got nappy hair. Anyway, go ahead.
I just want to say one last thing too. With this being our Friday, I want to thank the National Black Radio Hall of Fame for inducting us into the Hall of Fame as honorees. Greg, Gina, Mo, Marcella, and myself.
Yeah, congratulations.
The award show is this Saturday, right?
Yes.
This Saturday.
Saturday coming up.
Saturday. I won't be there, but Greg will be there to accept the award on my behalf. But as soon as I get it, most definitely I'll show it. I'll show it off online for sure. But thank you.
Awesome. That's beautiful.
I did forget to mention that. Yeah, we have been not nominated. We're going to be inducted into the national.
We honorees. We the honorees.
Honorees.
Come through.
Yes. And that's something I'm very proud. I mean, I'll be there too. Robert and I will be there.
Okay.
I'm accepting my award in person.
I'm sorry.
Our names will be in the Radio Hall of Fame forever.
That's beautiful.
And the Radio Hall of Fame in Atlanta. So when you go to Atlanta, our names will be up in there in the Radio Hall of Fame in Atlanta.
That's awesome.
Now that's right down the street for me. So.
And it all started on Facebook Live, okay?
Oh my gosh, they don't even know.
From show number 1 to 850 something shows, man. We doing it. We're doing it.
But you know what? I mean, with us putting all of our time in media and entertainment together, it works out.
I know.
It works out. Yeah.
I know.
Yep. I was just going to say
we had to come together to make it happen.
Chris doing all of the doing all that music. Him and Mo doing music. I did television for a while. Did the music video show. Gina's writing these books. Marcy. Wait, I'm getting ready to say. Marcy is a humanitarian. Okay, she's doing her thing. All right, so
putting out fires.
and you know, Jeff Relaford, can't leave him out. Life coach, man. We doing all of that.
Yeah, we gotta get Jeff in a minute.
Yeah, Jeff is
Bro,
in the
we have
middle
to.
right now. He's on
But
the radio right now.
The only way we're able to tell these stories of people like Patricia Wallace and Jordan is because of what, you know, the growth that we've made. So, you know, shout out to you guys, number one, believing in the dream that I had, and number two, making sure that the dream became our dream. You know, so shout out to you guys, man.
Wallace.
All right. Well, shout out to you guys for using your platform to help propel people like us forward. So we appreciate that because it's a mutual thing. It's a mutual thing.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I think we should close with what Winfred Wilson said. A little love does go a long way, man. Okay. Shout out to the Wallaces. Okay. November the 10th, we'll see the Wallaces as well as a lot of other authors up there. It's gonna be a love fest. It's gonna be a networking. All right, Jordan, you coming, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be there.
I can't wait to shake your hand again, brother. Most definitely.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. I'm excited.
Gonna chop it up, all right? It's Dope Living TV Live, man. We'll see you guys. Oh, I was getting ready to say tomorrow, but we sure in the hell won't see you tomorrow, all right?
By yourself.
Oh my gosh.
Our week is over. It's done, all right? Now,
Yeah.
I might, but Chris, he might pop on a live tomorrow, okay? I might do a live tomorrow, a Facebook live.
Yeah, just let me know. Let me know, you know.
All right, we'll see you guys Monday, all right?
Peace.
Peace out.
All right. Bye-bye.